yeah. Super fly for the dumbos. Plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young. Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean. But the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'm a step, no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, Lord, not me. I can never be the one you want to stuff for. Money, that machine. They fell down my stove. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. Acting like a 9/11 folks. Matte black, liquor clean. Dead presents in and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Patience in the pantyhose.
Over here after your pockets. I don't do that. You're my prisoner. You do what I tell you. Get over here. Who's gonna get this?
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash.
Okay, Coach, football, of course, back in L.A. and back at StubHub Center in Carson, California. The scene a moment ago, unlike any other in the NFL for a lot of years. The crowd here in Carson might be half the size of a normal NFL stadium, but they are twice as loud as their Chargers get set to face off with the Denver Broncos. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Not today, baby, not today. Four down. Check.
Rivers now on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. First carry for Royce Freeman. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Detroit! Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On third down, Lynch. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Paxton Lynch on third and long. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On is the punter King to send it away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Let's go.
Now a second down throw for Rivers. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Now Gordon on first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. First down, Rivers. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Let's go.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On third down, Rivers. He'll find Davis pass on the left side complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Rivers now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The Pro Bowler Chris Harris is in on the tackle.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he will find his man on the outside. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. The Chargers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing Rivers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
No. Check. Patriot. Set. B-19. Gun.
Lynch looking to throw on second. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Now let's go. B-19. All right, now, lucky 56.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now Lynch to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Here we go. Gun. Let's go. B-19. All right, now, lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot. Gun.
To throw on 3rd down. Lynch. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Marquette King now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. play fake. Rivers. Going up top. And got his man complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Second down, Rivers. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to face a third down. The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Play action now. Rivers sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Brandon Marshall in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss. And that'll lead to a 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick. And he got all of it. And Denver getting set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, lucky 56. Blue, lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Freeman again, a first down carry. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go now. All right, now, lucky 56.
On 2nd down, here's Lynch. And incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, Lynch. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First catch there for Thomas. It's a first down. throwing here. Lynch on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this.
All right, here we go. 319! Detroit! 319!
On first down, it's Lynch. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
All right, here we go. 319! 319!
Once again, it's Lynch. This is going to be caught by Cortland Sutton, the rookie from SMU. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Following the interception here, Rivers. Rivers got it out on the left side. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. On 1st and 10, Rivers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Henry. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The first down throw here for Rivers. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. One man in the backfield, that's Gordon, 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Third and goal for Rivers. That is caught. It's Benjamin for the Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. Sturgis adds the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking deep for Demarius. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Detroit!
2nd and 10 now. It's Lynch. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive.
And Freeman lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, first-round draft pick. Uncle was a first-round draft pick. He's got a brother coming behind him. But Joey Bosa, guy plays really, really hard and plays all aspects on defense.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lynch. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Lynch finding Thomas there for the Bronco first.
Leopard! No, check, Patriot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Hey, boys, got four down. Set, round 80.
They go play action. Rivers rolling to his left. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
To throw on 3rd down, Rivers, and right side, Henry's got it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. Rivers now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Rivers on 1st down. Gets it to Gordon. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey. Set. 180. Hey, hot. Check three. Hey, Rocket. Hey, check. Mike 20.
Rivers now on 2nd down. Benjamin's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the red zone now, Rivers. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 7. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
They'll run here with Freeman. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The Broncos on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Back 99 Philly, here we go. Hot. Hot.
They'll try and run. Freeman. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And McManus able to put it through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is caught at the 20. And he's He's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. A big play there for L.A. 52 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Hurry up.
Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Set. Delta. 0. Hurry up. Get hot.
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Caught right side, Davis. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Sturgis for the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and all the way home for a Bronco score. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now 17-14. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Rivers sets up the screen to Gordon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. And just shedding him off there. Throw right side, complete to Williams. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
3rd and short yardage, Rivers. It's complete, right side to Benjamin. Rivers to Benjamin, good for the Charger 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
380!
first down. Rivers. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Sua Cravens in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. Rivers. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Shaquille Barrett in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll take it at the 42. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
It helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
That one goes for 36 yards.
That could not have been timed out any better, and that's exactly what receivers want. The ball in their hands as quick as possible allows them to catch it at full speed and take off and go. And how about the end result there? Big-time run after catch yardage. That rack yardage is so valuable for any offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On 2nd down, Lynch. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot. Over.
From the shotgun, it's Lynch. The quick slant caught. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Lucky 56.
They'll run it. This is Booker. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Devontae Booker, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. They do tack on the extra point as well, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chargers getting set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Powerful running, and he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Now Rivers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. He completes it to Henry. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And Davis has it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Rivers. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Von Miller in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the penalty now moves it up. It's 2nd and 10. Rivers to throw. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Here's Rivers. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
This fielded at the 2. And Denver getting set to take the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. Lynch down to a knee, and that should just about do it. Well, as